Hello, Critical Conversation Bros here with Behold Greatness and
Top Red Bubba.
Episode 3, Survivor Series Predictions.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good pay-per-view or premium live event, and but only 5 matches on the card to talk about, so there could be a 6th added. We don't know. Nothing confirmed.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, let's start from the top. The women's War Games match. Your thoughts?
I believe Damage Control is going to win. Unfortunately, for them, they're going to win, but they're going to turn on Bayley.
I like it. I like it. Something different. I'm going the other way. Team Bianca wins, but Jade arrives, makes her presence felt.
Like that idea. Like it.
It's something different. It's what I think as fans we would want to see, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shock and awe factor, and it would be enjoyable, and it could create more storylines.
Time to finally see Jade show up.
Yeah. You want to get us familiar with her, or the people who aren't familiar with her, before the Royal Rumble hits, because I think she's going to have a big part in that.
Yeah.
Second match of the night, Santos versus Carlito. A little bit of bad blood here.
Yeah. Well, Ray's not probably going to get involved because he just had knee surgery. I'm going to go with Carlito. Hopefully he brings an apple, but I doubt it. And then I think Carlito wins, but gets attacked at the end with Santos's new team. I don't know if he's bringing back the LDF or something different, but I did hear Humberto and Angel Garza are going to be joining him for his new team since he turned on the LWO.
I think there's a lot of ways they can go with that, and it could be exciting. I'd be for that. I think Santos wins, and I think the new group arrives, and I think we could even see Carlito's brothers show up. And Primo and Epico.
Oh, yeah,
the names. But I think we could see these guys show up and make an impact. We'll see what happens.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. And
that'd be way out of left field, not something
it would
I'd
be.
expect.
Not something you're expecting, but it's a possibility. Rhea versus Zoe. Women's championship match, man.
I have no
interest
in this match. There was no build up for this. It's just like, we picked Zoe. Sure.
Zoe's like Shayna Baszler for me. There's obviously talent there. I'm not discounting that. It's just she's not my cup of tea. I don't really enjoy her because of her character. I think character development is key, and she just doesn't have something I relate to or like. And but it's nothing against her. She's been a decent worker. She's worked with Becky and some other people, and has gotten better. And she's a legitimate threat. So good for her. I think it's a good opportunity. But let's just say it. Mommy's always on top.
Yeah.
Mommy's gonna win. But I do think a surprise happens. I think we see a Liv Morgan return.
I could only hope so.
Let me tell you something. I think every man watching would want to see that, but we'll see what happens. Next one, Intercontinental match, Miz versus Gunther.
I kind of like your idea, what we were talking about earlier. Unfortunately, my gut says Gunther. Unfortunately,
Gunther clean and like a bully, like, hey, I beat your ass ordeal. I'm on board with that. I think The Miz gets a shocking win because Imperium implodes and Gunther finishes it off because he's tired of Ludwig and Giovanni going at it, and I think it just totally implodes, and I'm excited about it. I think it'd be something cool.
I'm hoping that, and maybe even, The Miz brings in the DIY, since there were rumors that, he was going to take over the DIY, so, I'd be okay with that, and honestly, I'm not the biggest Miz fan, but I'm tired of Gunther. It's kind of like the whole Roman Reigns title reign. But
we're out.
At least Gunther, wrestles.
He wrestles. But let's be honest, for me, he didn't deserve to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record. That's just my opinion.
No, definitely not.
Wasn't necessary, not needed. We don't like him that much. He's just not that guy.
Definitely not.
Men's War Game match.
This
is huge.
I think it's going to be a very interesting match. I honestly have a couple different thoughts where this match could go. I believe
Your main thought. I want one main component. What's the number one thing?
I think the Judgment Day is going to win,
Okay.
but I think there's going to be a lot of weird stuff happening.
Okay.
Like, it could be Drew. Who knows what Drew is going to do?
Yeah, loose cannon.
Who knows what Mr. RKO is going to do?
Boy, out of nowhere. I can't wait to see somebody jump off that cage and get bam. You know, I'm cool for it.
I think he could turn on Cody and make his own faction, and who knows what.
I think the craziest thing is going to happen in this match, and I don't think anybody sees it coming. I think we're going to get so caught up in all that going on that either Roman or he sends somebody else to do the bidding, interferes, and causes the Judgment Day to win. And it's kind of like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing. And I think it sets up a nice storyline down the road. So I think the Judgment Day does win. I don't want them to, but I think they do. And I think it causes absolute mayhem.
What if Jay gets tired of everybody trash talking him and he goes back to the Bloodline? I don't know. Maybe.
What if he doesn't even make it in the match? What if KO power bombs him and
Could be
takes him out before the match and joins the group? Who knows?
And that kind of brings us to maybe our last topic. What if Jay don't even make it to the War Games thing, and then you hear the Cult of Personality music hit, and
That
then you
place
hear
would erupt, and you know it.
pipe bomb, and CM Punk is the actual 5th member of.
I think you would have so many people butt hurt from this. I think a lot could happen. It would be interesting. I'm all for it. If CM Punk does show up, which there's tons of speculation, we know he lives in Chicago. I think it's also more likely we maybe see Mustafa Ali show up before we see CM Punk, just very randomly. But would we love to see CM Punk and see something happen? Yeah. But maybe we get an open challenge from somebody, a la Shinsuke Nakamura or somebody.
Shinsuke.
Maybe-
He has been rumoring something, but
Maybe we see something
nobody
different.
really knows who he is referencing. People think it's CM Punk. I don't know. It could be somebody from Japan days. Nobody really knows.
There is a lot of speculation, a lot unknown, but all I know is we have 5 matches on this card, and I'd have to say 2 can be blockbuster awesome.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the middle of that card because it's very obvious that they're
Yeah.
going to have to separate the War Games matches, the way they did it first
Right.
and last, as it should be. But the in-between, Rhea and Zoe have a tough spot. They have to keep that crowd engaged as that in-between match of everything, and that's a tough job for them. They got a big thing on their plate. I don't even know if that match is going to end clean, because if Liv doesn't interfere, I look for Nia or somebody to really try to make an
Sure.
impact.
And think about that.
I think we're going to see some different things happening here soon, and Mickey James is due to return at some point.
Yeah, some hardcore country.
There's going to be some different things happening. We could even see Sasha Banks show up.
Not yet, but
yet?
I think it's coming.
Maybe the Rumble.
Maybe the Rumble. I will say, knowing that this is the last pay-per-view, PLE, whatever
Premium
crap
Live
you want to
event.
call it, of the year until
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. So we have essentially almost 2 months until the
Oh, we
next
have that
pay-per-view.
one NXT thing?
Yeah,
That
deadline.
doesn't count, but
But
yeah.
and anybody that doesn't watch NXT really needs to, because they do.
It's a good product.
They had the
Maybe the
Halloween
best.
Havoc pay-per-view,
Awesome.
and me and him were talking like that. Just some of the little videos and stuff that they were doing with wrestlers that weren't actually involved in matches were pinpoint excellent.
Absolutely. I think what gets lost in the shuffle sometimes is you don't always have to wrestle to be relevant. Like, obviously, we want you to wrestle. We want to see what you can do. But when you are involved doing vignettes and whatever else, even if it's just comedy skits, we want to see it. You're getting that TV time. You're getting in our head. We're thinking about it. We're like, damn, that was a cool spot. I thought that was funny.
Like the whole Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah. Listen, I might not like Metaphor, but that was high quality.
Speaking of NXT, do you think anybody from NXT may show up at Survivor Series, or
I mean, at any time, Braun Breaker should show up and stay on the main
or
roster.
they think that's going to be more saved for the Rumble.
Probably Rumble. I think you're going to see a lot of these ones saved for the Rumble, and it's fine. They should. But they got to get some of these guys up because they are ready. They're ready to make an impact, and we need to let them. And I know you don't want to hear it, but at some point they're going to be looking at all these young guys, and I think they're going to start transitioning like, hey, we need to get some of these young guys to win the Rumble. And I think we're going to look at a Braun Breaker or an Austin Theory winning a Rumble, and it's really going to shock the system. And because
shock the system?
Yeah.
I've heard those words before.
Yeah, I said that on purpose. But we need to, realize that the youth movement's coming. These guys are ready. Carmelo, we got some young guys ready to make an impact right now, and we need to credit Shawn Michaels for doing some outstanding work in NXT.
I mean, they've brought up a few already. Dragon Lee and Axiom was up the other night, which that was a great match.
These guys have chemistry through the roof. Outstanding.
And there's rumors, obviously, Humberto and Angel Garza, who have already been up.
And they have talent. It's not that they don't have talent. They just never had the right package.
There was somebody else that there was rumoring coming up. AOP might be coming back.
And what about the Street Profits? At some point, they need to make an impact statement.
Yes.
With Bobby. So I think we got a lot ahead of us.
And now we got B-Fab that joined them, and maybe Ashante.
She's not fabulous, I assure you. That's
true.
My least favorite, but hey, if she's getting that TV time, get it. If she can make it work. Listen, I knocked Chelsea Green at first, and she took Karen to the moon.
Yes.
And Piper Nevin has been outstanding with her, so I can't even hate on it.
Yep. I agree 100%.
So I think we got a lot ahead, a lot to be excited about. But these are our predictions for Survivor Series, and definitely looking forward to that. AEW is going to try to compete by putting on 3 hours of content, which is unnecessary, but they understand what Chicago means to them. And I get it. It's a ploy. You're trying to take some viewership away. You don't really care what your viewership is for that because you just want to draw some people away.
Right.
I get it. It's a battle.
And who knows?
They're threatened because they know the big dog's in the house, and they want to say, hey, don't forget about us.
And who knows what they do tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. They could pull another rabbit out of their hat tonight and shock us all for who knows.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I'll be happy as long as I see an RKO out of nowhere.
I'm sure you will. And outside of maybe Cody, I think it might be Dominic.
Dirty Dom.
But he needs his props too. He's been doing excellent with
you can't replace
what
that
he's gotten. And I mean, a lot of people might not like how he did the whole deadbeat dad thing and stuff like that, but
I thought it was great.
He's done great with his character.
You don't get that kind of heat naturally.
Nope.
That's just unreal. I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time. It's great for the wrestling.
Nope. We hopefully might do a few more videos before the end of the year. We are definitely looking forward to the beginning of next year and new and bigger things. We will have a decent, hopefully, Royal Rumble prediction show and stuff, and we have some possible surprises up our sleeve.
Oh yeah, we got some guests coming. Oh, yeah.
So hopefully, and I'm definitely excited and looking forward to what next year may bring, for sure.
Yeah, we're looking forward to growing with you guys. Stick with us. Big things are coming.
Yep. Also, check out our TikTok pages.
That's right.
We each have a TikTok page, and we hope to make an actual dedicated Critical Conversation Bros TikTok page as well.
That's right, because we do a lot of stuff. We go to independent shows. We go to football games. We go to baseball games. We're all over the place. Yep. We want to be seen everywhere. We want you to see us, and we want to enjoy our time with you.
For sure. So make sure you follow, like, and subscribe our page. We really, really appreciate it. And, we'll see what Survivor Series brings.
That's right. All right, guys. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for watching.
Yep. Peace out.
Peace out. Hello, I'm Behold Greatness, and this is
Top Rope Bubba.
We appreciate you supporting us and watching all of our content.
And please follow the Critical Conversation Bros on YouTube, and we also have a TikTok channel.